In this video, we'll cover two types of crowds: mobs and street crowds. Crowds are shorter-lived and less predictable than gatherings. They tend to form when people are located in the same physical space, and some random event draws their collective attention. Crowds are somewhat structured, as they often form a half circle or a full circle with the focal point in the center. Individuals can leave the group at any time, but they're not as proactive in joining, and they don't have the same expectations as members of gatherings. The larger the crowd, the more likely we are to join in and gather information about the situation. If we share a commonality with the other members, we'll likely stay. If not, we'll probably leave. Mobs emerge when an event triggers the same emotions within a large number of people who are in the same proximity. This type of collective is distinguishable from the others because its members share an emotional reaction and are on the move. Some experience joy, others anger. Because of the emotions involved, mobs are at a greater risk of becoming aggressive and deviant. There are 4 subtypes. First, flash mobs last only a few minutes, express positive emotions, and then quickly disband. And, unlike the other types of mobs, they're planned ahead of time, and members are invited via social media. So, they tend to be harmless and purely for fun. Second, celebratory mobs exist to celebrate a victory. They also tend to express positive emotions and be harmless. But they can turn into aggressive mobs, which express anger in violent and sometimes criminal ways. Riots are large aggressive mobs. Sometimes their anger is due to a loss or a tragedy. Other times they're protesting, resisting social events, change, or specific institutions. Aggressive mobs can begin as peaceful groups. But as members join and other factors begin to take hold, it can transform into an aggressive one. Panics are mobs of frightened, anxious people. Once it erupts, members begin to fear for their safety, sometimes their lives, and they attempt to escape from the situation. Some are running from a scary situation, like a natural disaster or violence. Others are desperate for resources they fear will run out, like water, food, gasoline, or toilet paper during a pandemic. It's also more common in consumer settings, where people are motivated to purchase scarce products at discounted prices. Think about Black Friday shopping on the day after Thanksgiving. Many of us have heard examples of people being pushed and insulted. Panics can also result in loss of life when people are shoved and trampled by the crowd. So, some scholars liken the behavior of a panic to a stampede of cattle.